right there with it.
Spencer Mahachek after a loose puck. Pogge way out of his net, dumps it all the way down. Icing was waved off as it was past a few Wolves players that perhaps could have touched it. Mahachek and Hunt scored two goals aside last night as Turris fires it off the crossbar and in. A beautiful shot by Kyle Turris, who had a goal last night.
A very talented player, and when you have the hands of a Turris and you give him that much room and time, he picks his spot. I don't care what kind of goaltender you have in that. This is a difficult stop. Short side. Look at that. Boy, that is a roofer wrister. You can hear it hit the bar. No chance for Menino dropping down to his knee, as most goaltenders do for some reason today. So a nice start for the Rampage, getting the first goal.
Speeding down the right side. Moving behind the net. Wisniewski trying to bump him off the puck. Mahachek looking to help out the cause. Ends up back deep.
Wisniewski has that extra gear too. He's got good speed, so it's going to be tough going wide on him. But Bodker had a step originally, but Wisniewski able to turn and steer him away in this play.
Absolutely.
How about him? +9 in a short time here with the Wolves.
Yeah, just 6 games. And a tip out in front. The Rampage scored. It's 2-0 in the opening 9 minutes.
How harmless was that? I think I talk about this every game about firing pucks on net. It looks simple, and maybe the fans do not care for it so much, but this one ends up being a goal. It's just a simple play. Menino's going to play the puck around the boards. It's not kept alive by the Wolves, and Bickle, a wrister. Oh boy, it hits Mike Vernace, not Spina. I thought it touched Spina, but it was Vernace. The Wolves defenseman glances off his stick, the shaft, and changes direction on Menino. No chance on that. So the Blockers side 2-0 Rampage.
Looking out in front, nearly banked it in off of Ross.
It's not a bad play. Throw it up high because it's tougher to handle. It doesn't matter who it's going off of, whether it's a Wolves player or a defenseman.
Now Pogge out of his net, dangerously plays it away from Crab. Proctor trying to poke it out, was hit. And Crab comes away with it. Looking for some room, finds it at the back and slid up for Vernace, shoots, he scores! A pretty play! And Mike Vernace gets his second of the year! Was that Houdini controlling the puck there?
That is spectacular. I just I cannot believe the time and the confidence now that Crab has been able to give to himself. When he collects his puck, there's a good hit. He challenges the goaltender Pogge first. Now there's a scramble. Wisniewski helps out Crab. Look at this. Nobody challenges. There's a pull and drag and a sweet backhand. So he knew Vernace, when he picks up the puck at this point, he knew Vernace was coming in on the side because he doesn't look. And he captures the defenseman moving in. What a nice goal, too. Top shelf. Just a little flip over the extended glove hand. That's a beauty.
Well, Mike Vernace will sit happy in black as Brett McLeany's out in front. Keep an eye on him. He leads the Rampage with 11 power play goals. Porter behind the cage, sending it off the backboards. They sit up deep on this 2-man power play. Now it's up top for Schlemko. Over to Bodker. 4 forwards, 1 defenseman for San Antonio. And plenty of time. 65 seconds remaining. Off of Menino and in. Porter banked it in. And it is 3-1.
Well, that's a bad goal. Menino leaving his post after really nothing going on. Very harmless. Play stagnant, all in the perimeter, not much movement. And you got 3 guys playing a triangle. There's Menino, watches up against the post now. This play goes right through, hits him on the right pad, and trickles over the line. We'd like to have that one back.
Away from Pogge, ends up at Postma, big blast, broken up, and now controlled by Anderson. Crab to Anderson on the backhand, couldn't pull the trigger. Crab keeps control of the puck. And now Anderson up in front. Anthony Stewart had a great opportunity.
Gotta have it.
Now Postma, final 5 seconds. He scores! The embark connects on Postma's 7th of the year.
This young man has, I will call it the candidating drive, because it is wonderful to watch. He can just rip it. And what a goal that is with 5 seconds remaining to make it 3-2. The Wolves pull within 1, hopefully uplifting their spirits. Look how far back he is, and there's Anthony Stewart, the big guy in front. See Justin Pogge, his placement. He has no idea where that puck's going. Surprised at his, the way he played that, Justin Pogge. He's always looking at his butt cheeks.
Well, Pogge's a big guy.
He's just being smart in his decision-making, not taking those chances. I think in Texas, you would have probably seen him do that more because they struggle offensively.
They get a lot of points from their point position. With an assist this afternoon, he now has 5 in 7 games with the Wolves. Shot in tight, and Chloric picks up the rebound and scores. His 17th of the year, and it's 4-2, and Peter Menino is going to be replaced by Drew McIntyre.
Wow. Well, Peter Menino has had such a terrific run. Goalie of the month. He was a player of the week. But he's had some troubles. McLean with a good play. Nice redirect initially, but Chloric not the only one chance. He gets the rebound again and goes top shelf. I think it hits Menino on the way by. Well, quite honestly, Menino did not have much support beside him. And it is 4-2, one of these situations we talk about too. The team has already given up 4 goals, and boy, when was the last time that happened? You know what, it was Peoria, I believe, but try to get something going for your team, get their heads in the game. We had Matt Anderson. I thought his answers were terrific in the first intermission, but they did not do what I thought.
Meyer run into by Anthony Stewart. Those two were prospects with the Florida Panthers. In comes Fournier. We're going to get a fight back behind the play. That's Francis Lessard and Reed Simpson going at it. Lessard landing early. Now Simpson trying to fight his way back into this one. A couple big boys going at it right in front of the benches.
Francis yapping, former Wolves, as he often does. I'm not sure if anyone could understand a thing he says. But always a willing participant. And Reed Simpson trying to help his club out, get some emotion back in the game. The only problem with that play at the time, I didn't see what it took place as watching the puck there, because Mike Fournier had a chance down the wing. I thought he had a partial breakaway, and the fight occurred. The shot was blocked, but there's a time to pick those. You get a scoring opportunity, and you're trailing by 2. You hopefully get that goal. Let's go back to between the benches and see what did take place. Stewart with a hit. Oh, there's no doubt about it. Lessard came in. He jumped, tried to hit Simpson.
Yeah.
On the way by, so he was the one that started that. I did not think that was the case.
Kula shot into the glove of Pogge off the face-off, so a nice clean win by Matt Anderson back. Or excuse me, Jason Krog.
Yeah, very nice draw. It looked like Kula got a lot behind it.
Pass intended for Krog, sails the distance. Pogge nearly misplayed it with his defenseman Sullivan behind the net. Oh, get it skip away. Final 30 seconds. Krog down the left side. Pull out in front. And he tipped it out of midair, but wide. That would have been pretty. Now pull out in front. Shoots. He scores. And that one is pretty. Johnny Paul hit his 14th.
19.6 seconds remaining in the second period. So another large goal for the Chicago Wolves to head into the intermission with just the 1 goal deficit. I was going to talk about this line. This line needs to get going again. I think it could have easily been a high stick. We saw the Krog pass, the drop down by Johnny Pohl to ice level, and I think that was a high stick. But the play continued, dished off the Krog, and he peeled himself off and got into the slot. A very nice soft backhand pass from Krog, and Johnny Pohl, who's been lighting up with assists, back on the board with a goal.
His 14th of the year. 7 even strength goal for him and 7 on the power play, and the Wolves back within 1. A collision as Wisniewski was run into as he throws it out. Each team scoring once in this second period. As Meyer runs into Mahachek. Meyer and Mahachek are going to drop the mix. It was Meyer who hit Wisniewski, and now they're both throwing it. Mahachek lands a solid right, and down goes Meyer.
That was quite a battle, just overpowering. Meyer was Mahachek with a flurry of lefts. And hopefully with the late goal in this fight, the Wolves can come out in the last 20 and take over this game. Plenty of time remaining, and as we mentioned, not the best of periods for either club. And the fact of the matter, the Wolves were trailing by 2, got themselves back in with a late goal. There's the late hit at the buzzer. Both combatants dropping the gloves. Well, Meyer got 1 or 2 of them, but the last flurry by Spencer, he just did some bench pressing of his own.
Absolutely. Johnny Paul giving the Wolves a chance heading into the third period as